I told God, if you want to give me an upstairs, give it to me now when my bones are strong. If you give it to me when I'm old, I may not climb an upstairs. There is a time that certain blessings will become bitter in your mouth. And if God will want to bless you, let him bless you now. When you will enjoy it. A time may come when they give you meat, you say, I can't eat. Grind it for me. A time will come. Few days ago, we were going to somewhere, and one of my Christian mothers, we met her on the way, and pulled over. Asked her to come into the car. She tried coming in from the back door. It was so difficult because the joints had become so weak. She struggled. I had to say, wait. Tell the driver, clear. The driver cleared. She tried again. She was unable. I said, okay, somebody was in the front seat. I said, please come down. Let her try the front seat. She tried the front seat until we helped the leg, pulled it until he came in. This was a woman that used to be very strong. Do you want me to remind you? No matter how strong you are today, no matter the food you eat, one of these days, the arteries will become weak. No matter where you live, no matter what you are, no matter how strong you are, one of these days, you will become weak. The irony is this, that when we came into the world where you were born, the initial years of your life, people guided you, people fed you. Before we leave, if you have that privilege, people also begin to guide you. People also begin to feed you. You discover that it is not necessary sometimes for the noise we make. There is another phase of life which is very, very important. When Jesus was saying that whosoever believes in him will not perish but have everlasting life, I can say he was not talking about the phase of life where people can live 70 years, where they can live 120 years. He was not talking about that, because at best I have seen that stage, that phase of life is weak. If all that there is in life is what I'm seeing around me, I will not trade it for anything. There must be something better. There must be something higher. There must be something that I should fight for. Our hope of all that has been said of our brother, no matter how strong he was, no matter all that he did, at the appointed time, like the Bible has said, death came. And I want to close by talking about this last phase of life. There was a man who lived many years away from now. He is considered as the most famous man before the internet age. They call him Alexander the Great. He is the most populous man before the internet age, because he did things that many people couldn't do in their lifetime. Can I say to you today, maybe you are the champion of your family, glory to God, but do you know that sooner or later you will be assessing the last phase of life? And the Bible called that one, the duration of that one is eternal. The duration is not 9 months. The duration is not even 120 years. The 20 years, the duration is eternal. That's where I want to be. That is my dream life. One day, I'm gonna be with Jesus. One day, I'm gonna be with Jesus. One day, I'm gonna be with Jesus. One day, one happy day. If all that there is in life is living 120 years, if all that is in life is living about 70 years or 80 years, I don't desire it. My heart is made up. I want to live eternally. I want to live with God. And the story I was about telling you. So when Alexander the Great was about to die, before he passed on, he talked to his generals. Said, I have 3 desires that I want you to carry out before I die. And they said to him, what are these wishes? He said, when I make my physicians carry me to the graveyard. Number 2, when I die, as they are carrying me to the grave, let my hands be made to fly out from the coffin. This way, that way. And number 3, my diamond be laid on the ground to the grave. Husband and your father is not because you could not access medication. What took him away is not because there was no money. Let me tell you what took him. It was death that took him. Many times people have said, oh, if I had money. No. Alexander the Great said, when I die, let my doctors carry me. So that anybody who sees the procession will know that it was not because my doctors couldn't help me. It was because in the presence of death, money has no power. In the presence of death, connection has no power. In the presence of death, medicine has no power. Can I tell somebody today, in all your gettings, in all your preparation, there is something that is greater than all you may be glorying about. I will tell you what that thing is. Number 2, let my hands be allowed to fly out from the coffin as you are carrying me to the grave. And he said, why? Why? He said, so that everybody who sees me will know that I came into this life with nothing and I'm going away with nothing. Can I tell you this afternoon, in all you're getting, I pray I will not be poor. I pray I will not die anyhow. But above all, oh God, may I not die without Jesus Christ. Of all your gettings, few days ago, I was discussing with one of my friends. Do you know that the most things that people kill themselves about in life, when they are gone, they never remember it again? I was telling him about one great man. I will not mention his name. He had houses here and there. He had cars. But today, his children are overseas. Tell them to come back to Nigeria. They say, no, insecurity. Insecurity. Their mother abandoned the big mansion and ran away to stay with their maid, their house help, who helped them while they were in affluence. Can I tell you, there is nothing worth killing anybody in life, because when you die, they will make sure that your hands are opened up so that everybody will see you are not going anywhere with anything. Maybe you are here this afternoon. There is something and somebody for which you want to kill yourself because of grabology. You want to grab, you want to grab, you want to grab, you want to grab. May I remind you that when the time calls, you will go empty-handed. You will not remember your car. You will not remember your house. And finally, he says, let all my gatherings be laid down on the way to my grave, so that you will march on it and say, all is vanity. The things I struggled for, is that how I've ended? Can I tell you this afternoon, If you can check yourself, there was a time you used to be very strong, but check yourself now. You are not as strong as you used to be. Last week, one of my pastors was having some challenges with one of his child, and he said, I will handle you. I called him aside. I said, oh God, this man is stronger than you now. Take time, oh. If he pushes you now, you fall and break. Your bone is brittle now. Anything can make it break. The strength you thought you had, no more. Women, I praise you. No matter the fillers you used to fill your face, cover everywhere. When we look at you, we can testify how old you are. He is taking GNLD. He is taking T and she. He is taking this. It is just for a time. It's good. One of my friends told me some years ago. He said, "Ndo ane bi." Even with the kitchen, so he been to be winning aka. It's good. But when the time comes, all vanity. Lay them down. Can I tell somebody this afternoon that all, like they say in Igbo, is alawagara? It is not worth doing some of the things we are doing. But let me close by telling you, on the day our brother, our uncle, our father was born, people around, like in my place, I am an Umaya man. We used to cry, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa. There was rejoicing. Everybody, especially when it is a male child. Oh, whoa, whoa, oh, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa. I'm on now. Maybe they'll call the name of the mother. I'm on now. I'm on Ogini. I'm on Wawoko. The place will go agog. Everybody will be rejoicing. But I want to make a request. The day you leave, may you not cry a second time. I pray you cry once. Cry at your entrance into life. But don't cry when you are exiting. At best, when you are crying, others are rejoicing. Ah! You are crying, they are rejoicing. Because it has been born. Live your life that you will be rejoicing and your family members will be crying. We once went to FMC Umuahia to pray for a woman that was delivered of a baby. And the people, first pregnancy, she gave the birth after labor and passed on. The family was saddened and they were crying. Sometimes God in his mercy can show us mercy. We came around and joined in the prayers. Prayed out our heart. Prayed until suddenly, so beautiful. Why did you call me back? And I said, what will make of life will be conquered. When we face him in glory, I pray, my brethren, my brother, by the testimonies, I want to believe he lived a life unto God. And the rest, may you not cry again. May you cry once. And at your exiting, you'll be rejoicing. One day, I'm gonna be with Jesus. One day, someday, I'm gonna be with Jesus. Someday, I'm gonna be with Jesus. Someday, some happy. You can decide today. Knowing Jesus and close personal relationship with God through Jesus Christ. It is found exclusively in Jesus. It has only one passcode, Jesus. That is the one code, Jesus. I don't care how you rationalize. I believe the Bible From cover to cover. Even the cover that says Holy Bible, said in the Bible, has fallen to the ground. And I will continue to believe the Bible. It doesn't matter what you have. It is a free